Hi everyone, Hypnotic Flux here. So today I'm going to continue our little tutorial series. I'm going to teach you how to do an ISO, which looks like this. It's short for isolation. And I'm also going to teach you how to do this one, which is the two-handed ISO. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. So yeah, you can use any size hoop. You might want to try it with a hoop that's on the smaller side. That kind of helps me, but I've heard a bunch of different things. Okay, so we're going to start off like you're driving a car, just back and forth like this. Okay, so I'm using my right hand, and I'm just holding it at my belly button pretty much, just nice and like a relaxed position, and just drive it back and forth. And the goal is to be able to keep your hoop centered and like framing your face like this. Okay, it's a real crowd pleaser if you're a performer. For some reason, a lot of people really like to see this when you're up on stage. So you definitely just need to get this down, make sure it's framing your face a lot. And then once you get that, that's really important. Make sure your hoop isn't like flopping around or anything like that. That's definitely really important, so make sure you nail that first before you move on in this tutorial. So to move on, you are going to take this same motion and you're going to drive it all the way up, and this is my right side. You're going to drive it up as far up as you possibly can, and then you're going to let go of it, let the hoop travel over the top of your hand like this, grab it, and then pull it back down again so that you're in your original position. Okay, so the trick for this is to like make sure you're really doing it fast. And it's kind of difficult. It definitely takes a lot of timing. So definitely try and practice that a little bit. So yeah, just one more time. Make sure you're able to drive it like this. Pull it as far up to the right as you possibly can. Open up your palm. Let it travel over the top of your hand. Grab it on your left side and then pull it down. Okay, so all together it looks like this, and then you can just keep going, and you have your isolation. So a variation that we're going to learn is this two-handed ISO. Some people find this one to be a little bit easier. I personally like this one a lot better, so maybe you will too. So you're going to actually start with your left hand on this one. You're going to drive it up, grab it with your right underneath your left hand, and then drive it down, grab it with your left, drive it up, grab it with your right, and drive it down. Now the trick for this is to make sure that you really can't, like if you're an audience member, you want to not be able to see that my hands are switching, that's the whole illusion there. So what you're going to do is just kind of place your right hand by your left hand over here, drive it up with your left, and like grab it with your right, kind of ghost it with your left, and then grab with your left, grab with your right, grab with your left, grab with your right. And you can kind of tell if you really like look at it, you can probably tell that my hands obviously are switching and like one of them is only ghosting. So definitely give that a shot. It might be a lot easier for you, it might be harder, I don't know. But if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below, and I will be happy to get back to you, and happy hooping!